Today we are looking at people refusing to pay off their debts. Let's check it out.
This is your sign to stop paying your credit cards. Okay? Now, this is not medical advice by any means, but it's important for you to know that my credit cards have not been paid in many, many, many months, and whose credit score is going up? Yeah, this girl. This girl! So it's all a scam. It's all numbers. Money is not real. It is just numbers on a freaking screen at this point. And same with the credit score. Numbers on a screen that go up and down like a teeter-totter. And sometimes when you're teeter-tottering in the way that you've been taught is best, okay, this is going to increase my score, boom, it goes down. So what I'm telling you today is it will literally pay off for you to have more freedom and stop caring so much about paying those credit card bills. Stop.
I'm not gonna lie, shout out to the dealership, you know. You are not getting your car back, and I'm not paying the note. It's over. I don't care. And I took the kill switch out this, so you're not shutting the car down either. You're gonna have to track me down and chase me. You're gonna have to call the police. Just call the cops. You're not getting this back. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's over. That deposit I gave you, down payment, that's it.
Vehicle repossessions are back to levels not seen since the Great Recession, and according to a new report from CarScoops, the numbers are pretty bad. Americans currently owe roughly $1.7 trillion in auto loan debt. The average new car price topped $50,000 last year. Monthly payments have jumped by around $300 since 2019, and 1 in 5 new car buyers is paying over $1,000 a month, with repossession rates now climbing back to levels last seen during the 2008 financial crisis. Now, some of this, like it or not, is on the buyers. Many people are buying more car than they can afford.
I'm not paying my federal income tax this year.
Yeah.
This is the most insane video. I had to pull over and make a TikTok about it. I mean, I watched the video before I left the house, but I was so annoyed that I pulled over. This woman, she claims she's a lawyer, and she says she's not going to pay her taxes this year because she's unhappy with what the government is doing with taxpayer dollars. First of all, if that was the standard, then everyone would be unhappy every year with what the government was doing with their money, and nobody would pay taxes. But she also says she already reported all her income, which means it's all going to be assessed. The IRS is immediately going to assess late payment penalties, and then they're going to put a lien on her house. They can levy against her. I mean, there's no end run around having to pay this money, plus now increased penalties and interest. The craziest thing, though, is if she really doesn't like what the government is doing, she can take her own money and donate it to charity. Because every dollar she donates is one less dollar that the government can tax. But she doesn't really want to put money where her mouth is. She just wants to virtue signal on TikTok, and that's what people do these days.
And from buy now, pay later, see, this is what happens when you think that you're smarter than the system. I'm not knocking anybody's hustle that has to use Klarna, Afterpay, Affirm all at one time. When you're trying to make a purchase and it's saying we're not able to assist you, your order didn't go through, you're trying to figure out what's going on, and you're thinking that it's your card, but no, baby, they unflagged you. It's saying that your account was suspended. Afterpay is saying that your account is restricted. Affirm is saying that your account is permanently closed due to suspicious activity. All of the orders that you had attempted within the last 2 days have been canceled, and all your forms of payment have been blocked. You're thinking it's a mistake. You're trying to figure out what's going on. Buy now, pay laters are all saying there are payments that are due immediately. You've missed payments. The late fees are stacked on top of each other, and they're 60 days away from sending it to collection. Have me on a three-way phone conversation, and they're asking the representatives, okay, are you able to let me know how much it is? What is the late fees? Across all of the platforms, the buy now, pay laters, you owe $9,000. After our conversation, if you're trying to figure out what's going on, that your transaction is not going through, you call back and say that you are reporting fraud for these transactions that have to do with Klarna, Afterpay, and Affirm from all of the last 6 months. You think that you're going to get over $15,000 back?
Hey, I want to talk.
You know it's bad when you're banned from Klarna, Afterpay. She was banned from everything. Probably need to be if she ain't. you know that's bad. So is that really the economy, or is this just bad consumerism, man?
Talk to you about this debt that your daughter owes you of $35,000.
Yeah. When can I get paid?
You're never getting it back.
That's a great question. And here's the thing, this actually kind of does upset me. I love that you gave it. That's okay. That's fine. I have nothing wrong with that. And I'm okay that you paused her needing to pay while she's getting on her feet in Texas. But the reality is I went through her spending last month, and it was $1,500 minimum on complete going and getting drinks, going and spending money on just like extra makeup and all this, jewelry or whatever the heck she wants to do. She's spending $1,500 a month on going to the rodeo and all this stuff. Spending so much money, Benihana, instead of giving any money to you. She could
And they think it's funny. That's your daughter. Good luck getting that back. Good luck.
literally just give $1,000 a month. Literally just $1,000 or $100 a month to you. But she's choosing not to, and she's choosing to spend it all on. What's your thoughts on this? Like that feels like a betrayal to me, honestly.
Yeah. That's
Doesn't even have the words to explain it. It all boils down back to you at the end of the day. You're the father. I mean, that's your daughter. Girls really get it, a lot easier than boys. You know what I'm saying? You that's your little girl. It's your little baby. You know what I'm saying? So you go spoil her. You go baby her. And let her get away with things you wouldn't let. Man, and that's the problem right there. You know what I'm saying? You got to teach them discipline and financial literacy. He might not even have none himself, So, hey, it comes back to you at the end of the day that you let her rack up $35,000 worth of debt. That's insane.
talk about being taken advantage of, right?
Yes, for real.
Something
to yourself.
that has really been grinding my gears recently is friends that don't pay you back. And I don't ever get on here and just talk into my phone, but this is something I really have to get off my chest.
That's one thing that you should never do, I ain't gonna say never, but proceed with caution for sure.
And it's just always the
Family,
same
too.
friends that don't have social awareness or self-awareness or respect for you in general that just never pay you back. And it's just I have friends that I, go out to dinner with and I know that, okay, last time they bought, so this time I'm going to buy. And that's a very mutual understanding, with some of my friends. But it's just others just don't give a shit. And it's just we are living in the same economy. Everyone knows how expensive shit is. And everyone's seen that bill. And you're just not going to pay your friends back?
I'm going to make this message very short and sweet. The people who take forever to pay you back, if at all, know exactly what they're doing. And honestly, I guess the bigger question, the way you have to start asking ourselves is why do we tolerate such behavior, especially from close friends who know that when you cover the bill for them, they have no intention of actually paying you back unless you harass them. It's we have to go ask them countless times, you got my money? Why you got me sounding like that? Why you got me sounding, you got my money? Where my money at? What?
See, that's the thing. People don't look at you the same as they look at the debt collector, as the bank, because they know that bank gonna actually come for them, gonna sue them, do this and that. You friends, see, that's just the situation that you really do not want to get yourself involved in, man. It's okay to help people who that you see help themselves, but if they not helping themselves first, um I would think twice before giving anybody anything, man. And we need to normalize charging people interest. I don't know what's wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't see why people you ask somebody for interest, they feel disrespected. I feel disrespected that you asked me for some money that you not really gonna give back. You know what I'm saying? So hey, teach us on.
I don't want to sound like that. I don't want to sound like that. I can't stand owing people money personally. I can't stand it.
Me neither.
If I say I got you, I'm going to pay you later, baby. I meant later that night. If you pay for me at 12 p.m., you're going to have payment before 12 midnight. Just know that. Just know,
Right. And one thing about me personally that I don't understand about the next person is I go get it myself. I've always found a way to figure it out, and I've never really had no help at all. I've never had help at all, and that's not a flex, it's not to brag or anything like that, but it can be done. if you put your mind to it, you know.
It'll be sent before 12 midnight. Hell, even if we go out to lunch and like I forgot my card or whatever and you use your card, I will send you that Apple Pay before the waiter comes and takes your card and swipe it. You will have the payment before your card is swiped. That's just me.
How much debt do you have?
Right now I'm down probably 20,000 to 25,000 for school. I take out about 5,000 a year.
Okay, what's your plan to pay off 25 grand?
That's a good question. I had no plans on paying it off, so.
What do you mean you have no plans to pay it? You're gonna just die with it?
Yeah, but not with that shit, bro.
Die with $25,000 worth of debt. That's wild. You gotta come with a better mindset than that, my guy. That's bad.
How old are you?
I'm 22, bro, so I might
22.
be 77 with that shit still.
Oh no, he plans on being 77. That's bad.
You know you can't bankrupt on student loans.
Yeah, you can't, bro.
So, like, they're gonna come after you. They're gonna garnish your wages. You know what that means? They're taking your paycheck.
They take them up. Oh, true.
You can't get away from these people. You know what I mean? It's like the mafia, dude.
As many Americans have student debt, what if we just continue to go to school, right? What if we just continue to go to school and never paid it back? Like, what if I just continue to get degrees? Like, what if I go
Then you go end up 35, 40 years old, still in school and still broke. Yeah, they broke out in a bitch, yeah. If that's what you want to do, then I guess you can do that. I mean, what's the limitations on a student loan? After you've completed and graduated, I'm sure there's probably a limitation on a time frame to where you've got to start paying that back, whether you go to school or not. I don't know though. I've never went to college personally, so hey, I don't know.
get a degree in aerology? What if I go get a degree in foodology? Like, because then I won't have to pay the loans back, right? And then I have all these degrees.
All-inclusive resort in Montego Bay. She paid $6,800. She paid her deposit a couple of days before she went, and then she went ahead and paid the remaining balance once she arrived at the property. The $6,000 covered her luxury ocean view resort, her all-day dining, as well as some credits that she had and excursions that she had planned through the resort. They scanned her passport for identification, as well as photocopied her driver's license, the signature. If you don't know what wet signature is, that means you're putting the pen to the paper. It's not electronic. Amber had her 7-day stay in Jamaica. 2 weeks after coming back to the U.S., she calls and saying that her card was compromised and all of these transactions for Jamaica are fraudulent. She says that she's never been to Jamaica before. It's on her bucket list to go. We did go ahead and send a text message asking if she was authorizing these transactions. She did text back yes. Says someone must have taken my card information because I still have it in my possession. Reached out to the resort, letting them know that fraud had been reported. The resort provides us with timestamp security footage of when she checked in, when she was walking the property and using her key card. The resort provided us with her scanned passport with her picture matching the reservation name. Also the check-in documents where she signed, where the signature matches her debit card signature, and her ID, and her waivers that were signed for the excursions that she went on.
Charge it to the card. You've heard that before. Well, with inflation and rising costs, a new trend is calling attention to it. Credit card delinquencies are reported to be at their highest level in 15 years. According to the Federal Reserve Bank of New York, balances that are at least 90 days past due rose to 13.12% in just the first quarter of this year. That's up from around 12% at the end of the first quarter last year. So how much debt are we talking? Well, credit card balances went from 1.18 trillion to 1.25 trillion.
You don't even
These credit cards are toxic and they're very predatory because they will hand them out left and right. You can max out a card. Here comes another one, because the crazy thing about credit is, and it happened to me just recently because I paid off a car, right? And this kind of what I think the first lady in the video was kind of getting at, is that when you pay something off, your credit score drops. You know, and so that actually happened to me. So it's like the credit system actually incentivizes you to keep debts, keep a maxed out credit card, which a maxed out credit card actually hurts your credit score. You want it around 50%, or there's a specific sweet spot for utilization you want it in. But they really incentivize you to stay in debt and to acquire more debt to get a better credit score, because once you pay something off, your credit score drops.
You don't even know what this does, like where your money comes from on this. What do you spend? Like, what are you trying? What do we want to get out of this conversation?
So usually, I take an approach of just stockpiling cash. I really don't want to pay back my debts.
Stockpiling is, you can't pay this off. I know what your savings are like. You can't pay this off. Stockpiling cash, you brought in $6,799 last month. You spent $8,562 stockpiling cash. You spent.
Okay, y'all, I got a question. So, like, I owe Crunch Fitness money, $179 to be exact. They done sent my to the debt collectors because I didn't pay it off. Now, don't get me wrong, I do have the money paid off, but do I want to pay it off? No. Do I want to see $179 coming out of my account? No. I owe them money, yes. So I have a question. Because they sent me to Aldis and Associates. Would that affect my credit? Because right now, my credit is pretty good, and I don't want it to drop below 700.
Oh, it's gonna affect your credit. Trust me, get them people their money.
So to the people out there who owe Crunch money and they done sent you to the debt collectors, is it on your credits? Tell me now, because if it's not on your credit and they're not going to charge your credit, I'm not going to pay them. It's just that simple.
The people who are probably in that situation that didn't pay, you know, they probably didn't pay some other things, and they might be in jail right now, you know, due to that. So you might want to get them people their money.
So in 2020, I filed for bankruptcy because I had $100,000 in debt.
$100,000? What was the debt?
Credit cards mostly.
Credit card. That'll do it right there.
We have credit cards.
20. Imagine 27% interest rate on $100,000. Are you? You're out of your mind. Just think about that for a second, right? The average person, $10,000 at that is a lot of money. That's what, $2,700 a year in interest you'd be paying on a $10,000. That's why you don't pay off credit cards with the minimum payment for like 20 years, because $100,000 in debt on a credit card. You're talking every bit of 20%, 25, almost 30%. That's $20,000, $30,000 in interest a year. Some people don't even make $30,000 a year. Some people only make $30,000 a year. 25,000, 20,000 a year at that. It's still people, yes, in today's time, yes. That's wicked, man.
Today then, if without changing your behavior and you had to go through bankruptcy.
It is a lot less debt now.
No, because you went through bankruptcy. But why are we back in debt?
I just really like payment plans.
Do you?
Go ahead. Tell me, why do we like payment plans? What is your logic behind there?
The idea is I can get what I want right now and pay for it later.
Right.
You only did the first part, and you're only doing the first part. So
it's a Temu mindset, right? I could get a bunch of things for cheap, right? For a low price of this monthly payment, right? And then you stack that up, and then now you're in a snowball effect of $100,000, and you're paying 30% in interest, $30,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? And now you gotta file for bankruptcy. So is this guy he's back in debt, or Jesus?
You don't even do the thing you like. Wow, okay, so like literally the basic definition, you just told me what a payment plan is.
Yeah, and that's why I like it.
But you didn't pay for it later. You declared bankruptcy.
That was then.
You're headed there again. What the f*** are you talking about?
He's out of debt now. That's crazy, man. Hope y'all enjoyed this video, man. We're gonna try to do a lot more videos like this, man. So if y'all want to see more videos like this and you're new, if you ain't hit that like button, subscribe button, and turned on all notifications, slap the dog shit about yourself, because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. I get at y'all the next one, and I'm out. See, bye. Peace.